Hello, everyone, and welcome to another mini session from Alex, the Music Business Coach. That's right, it's me, Alex, the Music Business Coach. And today, I want to discuss something with you based on a conversation that I've had with a couple of friends in regards to picking their producer for their single in particular. So what the discussion was all about was how do you feel good about the choice that you make when it comes to picking a producer to produce your single, okay? Now, here is my take on it. Of course, Alex, the Music Business Coach session, so I have to give you my opinion. So first of all, to me, picking a producer, of course, always deals with making sure you got someone who's talented, someone who knows the equipment, someone who, a musician, and just someone who really knows, who maybe even have some engineering background. That's all good. I think all of the professional qualities that a producer should have is necessary for a producer to have. And we all know that, okay? So we're not gonna, spend too much time talking about that aspect of it. But what makes a producer unique to the individual that they produce is what I like to call a relationship, okay? It makes me think back to the days when Janet Jackson started working with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. When they started working, they didn't start out just by jumping into the studio, okay? They went out, they hung out, they got to know each other, they got to vibe off of everybody. Everybody needed to know what touched them, what made them angry, just to really get a good feel for, what type of a producer she was working with and what type of a client they were working with. And I think at the end of the day, this is probably one of the most important things that you really have to think about, because you want to be able to work with your producer, because your producer is going to be really hard knock when it comes to making sure that he's bringing out the best in you and making you try harder. That personal relationship is going to be key to making sure that that relationship works out great, okay? It's real important, and you have to understand that it's about relationships all the time, and especially if you're dropping down a ton of money for the producer. So you really want to make sure that you go out and you vibe off of each other. And this helps the producer understand who you are and what you're trying to capture in your music, the emotion, the power, whatever it may be. This helps a producer, so you're not sitting in the studio figuring it out at $125, $200, $300, $500 an hour trying to figure out the sound, okay? So it's nothing to find a producer you're interested in that you feel like has the skill sets that you need, but also make sure that this is a producer that knows you and that can vibe off you and that can really, at the end of the day, turn out the sound that you're really excited about. So again, I don't like to spend too much time talking about these topics. This is Alex, the Music Business Coach. You can reach out to me at alexthemusicbusinesscoach.com. You can find me on Facebook at Alex, the Music Business Coach. You can find me on Instagram at The Music Business Coach. And you can also find me on Twitter. And at Twitter, I'm at a Group Infusion. I know that's a little confusing, but it is what it is. So yes, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please, if you are listening to this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm uploading the next mini session. If you are interested, like I said, in booking a session with me, go to alexthemusicbusinesscoach.com, click on services, pick the service you think is right for you, and we can sit down and have a much longer and much more in detail conversation about the plans that you have for your career and the steps that you want to take. And I will be there with you every step of the way. So again, thank you for joining me. This is Alex, the Music Business Coach, and I'm out.